One. Here we go. Welcome back to My Hero Academia Anime Review, episode number 224. Yeah, I realize it's been a while, but waiting for My Hero Academia to come out. And now, basically out. I would have thought by now they're releasing a light novel of My Hero. I mean, the manga since concluded. I reviewed the whole, the rest of the manga. The manga has been reviewed. Well, what I saw of anyways. Right now, I'm waiting for season 1 of My Hero Academia Vigilantes to come out, and of course the final season of My Hero. But after the final season of My Hero comes out, the only thing left probably to review is maybe what to do more anime-wise for Vigilantes, which I hope this season is really good for season 2. It's probably going to be that and probably this. I have no plans to review Smash. It's a Kibby book. I have no plans for this one. I'm still planning a review, but believe it or not, after this, there's only 2 more volumes left. And that's it. We have My Hero Academia Team Up Missions Volume 6. I like the other volumes, which feel like action missions. This feels like stuff that just... It feels like the way this is structured. This is very similar to light novels. Just filling in some gaps with some stories. And this book collects chapters 32 to 39 of the manga. Yes. Also, one thing I should also mention here, the fact that this manga actually just ended just 2 months ago. But not all the volumes released here yet. Next volume is not going to release until November, a month after the final season comes out. So the chapters are called Katsuma and the Trap Mansion Secret, Train Rush, Mr. Train Rush, Tree Frog at Beyond the Well, Going My Way, Kami's Totes for Real Training, Love Sickness, Bagushi's Passion Project, and Fat Gum's Quest for Fat. Yeah, and the way I'm going to explain this here, is that this is more like, at this point, the way some of these stories feel like, it feels like we're just expanding, we're just basically filling gaps between stuff in the main series. First we have Hero Festa, which is all about, bring back the characters. I believe these are from Hero Rising, where they're basically here with, I believe it's one of the heroes. Deku basically brings them along. Hero Festa is kind of like a Jump Festa, where it's all about heroes, and it's basically a kid having fun being a ninja. It's a fun story. Next one's called Trash Rush. And of course, Minta puts up the suggestion: who's stronger, Todoroki or Bakuto? On a power scale, love it. Yeah, count me in. And try to figure out who is basically better, Hooper or Bakuto. This is so funny. Like, I was the strongest. Yeah. And while this is going on, then all of a sudden they basically have Sally, the Light Miss Midnight, and Curtis. So this is before the whole villains arc. So this is before she died. So basically, you have them training, of course. I'll pick up trash for this whole thing. Plus, there's a chapter here that follows up with something from the main series. And of course, now we have, the very next chapter, where we have a follow-up because they go back to the visual exam arena, or the arena they went to. I believe this was in, I think this was late season 3, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was season 3. Yeah, and basically they just go around the course again, just do more training, this time with, it's a during training course with the hero course from the other school, which they mentioned during their Metal Course arc. Yep. Yeah, I think it was Romano Course where it suggests, oh yeah, let's do this joint session, and this is the joint session. Okay, so you could kind of say that you have a arc from the main series, set up a standalone story in the spin-off book. Yep. So it plays out similarly to the training course we had during, I believe, was season 6 of the show. Which, of course, season 6 got one person, he hated the fact that they gave more time to that than the villain stuff. The way they adapted it is they put that arc first, then David Agency, then the villain's arc. And the manga was reverse. And he was upset. He thought that Bone screwed up. Me, I had a problem with it. Yeah. The arc, and of course we have the Snake Lure, who I think it's from the OVA stories, and great series again. Next one we have a story focused on Kaminari, where he is trying to improve his scores because he's terrible. So you have a study session at. Basically, they're trying to help him improve his grades, which. Yeah. Then we have May pop up here to help him out, and it helps out a little bit per se. And the whole thing with this chapter is just him trying to improve his grades. And the next chapter is all about Cammy, the character who Himiko decided to pose as their day before actually showing her. Yep. Yeah, and of course, basically she's here to do a team-up mission. Yeah, and also mentioning the book about the team-up missions thing, at this point, they kind of dropped mentioning it. I mean, it's quite obvious, I guess, that the writer was told, hey, stop doing that. So, the twinkle stuff. And we also have a bit here where everybody's faces here go shiny. First we have Deku, and then the man who twinkles, Minta for some reason, Sugarman, Todoroki, Tail does pretty much nothing, and of course even Earjack gets the smooth face treatment. Yeah, it's a fun little chapter, and then we have next chapter called Love Sickness. Well, it's all about Minta, Todoroki, Minta, Ingenium, Red Riot, Twinkles, and Tokyomi, where it's like, oh, it's all about falling in love with a harpy. Yeah, that's the big thing with this chapter. Oh yeah, and also the fact there's a guy who's an admirer of Ochaku's. Yeah, I thought it was Love Note, which is an admirer. And then we have next chapter focus on Deku and Tape, team with the members of the Class 1B. And of course we have the manga one, all about creating a manga. I'm like, that's so cool. The final chapter is basically just Sun Eater and Sugar Man basically helping Fat Gum, well, all about staying thin for his mission, just so I could easily fatten up if he wants to. Ingenium Lamillion is here too, and it's a fun little side story. It's only the second one they feature him in this book, because the last one basically featured a girl who was in love with him. Like, oh, he's a handsome man, and turns out it's actually Fat Gum. Like, yeah, basically back with normal size by the end. And then we have a bonus story where Himiko teams up with Twice. It's a funny gag. And that's the book in a nutshell. Book is interesting what it is, but it's like at this point, it just kind of feels like the way it's written here for this book, like I mentioned, it's written similarly to the light novels for My Hero. I kind of wish they would put out another volume for the light novels, because I really enjoy reading light novels. But as far as the light novels are concerned, they're done. Yes. There's none set to come out. You're like, really? Yeah, really. There's none set to come out. I don't know why. It's just that currently there isn't any. Yeah. And the last volume came out in Japan roughly about 4 years ago. And they were a lot of books. Last one took place prior to the villain stuff. That's when the last one was. Maybe they ran out of story time. It's possible. But if I wanted to say a time placement, I would place it during the manga's 1 month time skip. That's how next will be. I kind of wish they would adapt the light novel for anime because there's a whole bunch of bonus stories in that one. This one too. I mean, it's still to keep My Hero alive. I mean, yeah, you finished probably adapting anime, but there's plenty of spin-off stuff you can adapt. Not just Vigilantes. But that's that part next time you probably see this come out, basically, for Vigilantes. Yep, but I'm going to give this book roughly 8.5 out of 10. Yep. So yeah, that's particular view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next up is I'm the Evil Lord of Intergalactic Empire. Okay? Bye.